I don't know about you, but you see, nobody actually ever told me, except a sales manager, who said, James, here's your spiel, here's your speech, learn this off by heart. Oh, what? And he gave me 3 pages TypeScript. And he said, what you do is you go into your room and watch yourself in the mirror and go through that speech entirely until you know it off by heart. I mean by heart. And I'm not talking about by rhyme or motion or whatever. You must live it. Now think about that. Have you seen your CV? Have you actually read your CV out? I mean, you've written it and you've read it, but look at it, because somebody else is. What I want you to do is read it out, so you're looking in the mirror as you read it. And so your name, your address, your qualifications, and you're hearing yourself. Do you hear me? You're hearing yourself. You could even tape record this. And then if you do it with somebody, it might even be better. But start off with doing it with a mirror. We don't practice. Do you know what you're doing for a job? Your life, the next 5 years, you're buying it. You're not just going there amongst the other 30 other interviews you're going for. You've got a valuable interview that you want. Let's do things to make it more likely to be yours rather than anybody else's. So what are you wearing? Why are you wearing it? Justify it. What are they expecting you to wear? Do the colours match? Do they clash? What is it? You know, the earring perhaps you might leave out, or the one through your nose. I don't know, but you must think in terms of the reaction that your interviewers will have to what you are looking for. Now, as you read it in the mirror, and as you watch yourself, are you proud of it? Ashamed? Or do you feel justified in everything that you've said? Is there any part of it that you'd like to make sure that you accentuate? What is it that makes your CV and you better than the others? All right, you didn't go to Oxford, or you didn't go to Eton. How do you make sure that you're as good or better because you didn't go? Remember that, to drop it in to make sure that it's not a negative, but it's a positive. Because unfortunately, people feel less about the person they're interviewing from their negative attitude rather than their positive attitude to anything they have. Now, I love the bit that you sit there and you've forgotten what you've written in the CV. That happens. Who are your referees? That happens. Why did you mention them? Have you any idea what the referees have said about you? In fact, you should have written that reference yourself so that your referee signs it without effort. Because if that's so and he's happy with it, you'll have not given a great big ball of nonsense. You'll have given him something that he feels is legitimate. And if that's so and he's signed it, you can actually quote from it on the basis that my teacher at this, my teacher at that, my teacher at the other. Or the man with the job. Because what you're looking for is the recommendation of people of an equality with the people who are interviewing you. So I'm saying, you think in terms of practice, the whole bit. And that gives you a hell of a lot more confidence when you're sitting there in front of a bunch of strangers trying to grab hold of a job that's going to make the rest of your life. This is worth hundreds of thousands of pounds to you. And you've got to make sure that they know that it's that valuable, and they know that's what you want, and they know you're worth that investment, because they're going to be investing on you, in you, from day one on. And why should they? But if you give them that confidence that you know your CV and you have done it on purpose, this, that, and the other, then you can walk in and out. Oh, by the way, walking out is almost as important as when you walk in. When you've finished and you can go now, don't let the shoulders drop and the body fall, right? As you walk towards that door, you give the impression to everybody, wow, didn't we do well together? Rather than, did I do well? It was a disaster, whatever. Thank you very much. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you have. And that makes everybody feel good for a moment. And that's what you're trying to achieve. Good luck.